Will GTA 6 be too realistic, and will this hurt the GTA 6 experience? But real quick though, before we get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome on in. Please consider subscribing to Project Vice, like, and of course, turn on this post notification so you never miss an upcoming GTA 6 upload. Also as well, please consider following me on my social media channels, that being Twitter, X, and of course on Instagram as well. You'll be able to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest GTA 6 content. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into the video. There's a few reasons why I wanted to bring this up in today's video. First of all, we all know that Grand Theft Auto 6 is arguably going to be the most anticipated game of all time, and with that comes a lot of expectations. And there are many people out there that think GTA 6 is going to be the ultimate realism simulator. Obviously, we won't know until the game eventually does launch. However, we do need to ask the question prior to the game's launch, and that is, how much realism is too much realism? Well, that was one question posed by a fan on the GTA 6 Reddit page with the username beginningwasabi938, and he goes, how much realism is too much? One idea people are bringing up is whether we should have a fuel mechanic or not. On one hand, it adds more immersion and realism. On the other, it could be a hindrance and slow the game down more for having to always fill your car up. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you have to individually search drawers and dead bodies for loot, which can be annoying and really slow. I'm all for immersion and stuff like that, but also at the same time, it's a game and its focus should be on fun. For example, I think a jail/prison mechanic could be cool where you get locked up after being caught breaking the law, but how soon till that gets old and you'd rather just spawn at the police station/hospital? So there's a few good points that he brings up in regards to GTA 6 and its realism, and that is firstly with the refilling car mechanic. And the reason why this has been brought up is because there was a particular scene within trailer 1 where we did see where that alligator is walking in through the front door in the convenience store. You do see in the background there is a man with a hat resting his arms on the back of a ute, and it does seem to appear to be anyways that he may be filling up his car. And this is why a lot of people have been thinking that we may be seeing a refilling car mechanic in GTA 6. I'd say it would hurt the overall experience if we are having to always refill our car up every few minutes or so. I think that would definitely get a lot of people frustrated. I know a lot of you guys out there would like the mechanic to be featured within the game. However, the process of this may get very repetitive and could cause a lot of stress and frustration for many people, and will likely impact the fun element of the game when you are exploring Vice City and Leonida. However, with that being said, there could be a way where Rockstar could implement this feature, this mechanic, to not be a hindrance to the fun aspect of the game and impact it in any way. Perhaps maybe Rockstar could implement something where we don't have to refill our car up every few minutes or so. Perhaps maybe it's every few hours where you are driving your vehicle. Let's say you do steal a vehicle and it is low on petrol. That will actually force you to try and locate another vehicle that has a little bit more fuel in it. And only that, if you are trying to escape the police, let's say you're in a pursuit or something like that, perhaps maybe that could make it a little bit more challenging in that scenario, even if it is a little bit more stressful. That would add a layer to the realism, but I think Rockstar could try and find a perfect balance where they could try and make sure that it is fun to some degree, but also we still have that realistic element. Moving on from this, there was a few other points he brought up, and firstly was the fact that in Red Dead Redemption 2, you would have to individually search the drawers in order to find various items or whatever. Also as well, looting dead bodies, he did mention, was very slow and annoying. I feel like majority of us that are fans of the GTA series, when we do play Red Dead Redemption 2, may find this much more repetitive and boring, having to keep on doing this, and perhaps maybe feel like it's a little bit chore-like. I think in a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, where the intention from Rockstar is that everything is much more slower pace, because you are feeling like you're gliding through the world, you're riding on a horse. It's different to Grand Theft Auto, where you are driving a vehicle, speeding away from the cops. It's completely different. Rockstar obviously know this, and that's why I think that within GTA 6, I'd say that they're going to be quite careful with how they tackle this approach in terms of the realism fun side of things and trying to balance it as much as possible. In terms of looting dead bodies and individually searching drawers, I don't know how they're going to go about that, but I'd say, considering it is a GTA title, Grand Theft Auto 6, everything's much more faster paced compared to RDR2. I would say that they are going to have maybe a little bit of leniency towards this. The last thing I wanted to bring up, which he pointed out, was a potential jail/prison mechanic. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up, I thought it was pretty important too, is because we do know that one of our main playable protagonists, Lucia, is in custody at the Leonida State Prison. Does this point to the idea that when we do get busted, we get put in jail? Because in GTA 5 currently at the moment, when you do get busted by the police, you respawn back at the police police station. And there's an icon that comes up the top left of the screen. Bail money posted, ammo and body armor have been confiscated by the cops. And when you get arrested by the lawmen in Red Dead Redemption 2, they actually turn you around and put you in handcuffs, and then you end up behind bars in jail at one of the police departments. So considering that we already know that one of our main playable protagonists, Lucia, is in custody at the Leonidas State Prison, and the fact that in Red Dead Redemption 2 you do end up behind bars in jail when you do get busted, I would say that it is a likely scenario that we probably may be getting put in prison, put in jail. I would say that that is a likely feature that may be getting put into the game. Would this get quite repetitive? I guess it depends on how it is implemented. Maybe perhaps Rockstar could come up with different cutscenes, different ways of how you get arrested may impact the way it all turns out. But now I want to pass over to you guys down in that comment section below. Do you think too much realism may hurt the GTA 6 experience with what we have went over in today's video? But if you wanted to enjoy this video and found any informative value, please consider subscribing to the channel, like, and of course, turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upcoming GTA 6 upload. Stay safe, have a great day, and I am out.